Hello everyone. Good afternoon to all. Welcome back to my today's class. I have chosen an important topic which is applicable for class 9-10. And before starting the session, I would like to introduce myself. I am Anwar Hussain. I am assistant teacher in English, Jointapur Government High School, Jointapur, Sylhet. All right. Dear students, before starting the main session, I would like to ask you two questions. Can you tell me why we eat food or why people go to hospital? Yes, I think you can. We eat food to live, number one, and then people go to hospital to get treatment. Okay. So you see, we eat food so that there is a half part of the sentence is blank. You have to complete it. And the next one is people go to hospital to dash. For what? To get treatment. So we have to complete it. So we can write the sentences in this way. So can you guess what is our today's topic would be? Yes, I think our today's topic is going to completing sentences. So this is very important for you, basically those who are the students of class 9, 10 and 11 and 12. All right. So what are the first one? Have a look. The structure is that is 2 dot dot 2. All right. So one is preposition, another is adverb. So what is the structure? That is there will be subject and verb and then 2, and there will be adjective or adverb. Okay. So we see the man is too old to work. The man is too old to work. And then the girl was too silly to understand any simple thing. The girl was too silly to understand. That is too silly for what? To understand. And if there is to, then you have to take base form of the verb. That is to work or to understand. Dear students, there is another structure for you, that is a slight change. That is the load was too heavy. The load was too heavy for me. For what? To carry. For me to carry. You see that? For me to carry. English is too difficult for the students to understand. Do you understand? English is too difficult. That is very tough, very difficult. For what? For the students. For to understand. Okay. So there is the structure that if there is to, then you will take base form of the verb. All right. And number 2, that is so, adjective, and then that. So dot dot and that. We can say like this: the farmers are so poor. Have a look. Farmers are so poor that they cannot buy their daily necessaries. So what is the way? The farmers are so poor. That is adjective, and then that. Then you have to bring subject again, and you have to put cannot or could not. If the first part is present tense, then you have to say, you have to put could, cannot, and if it is in past tense, then you have to use could not. Okay. She was so weak that she could not speak. Try to understand. She was so weak that, and then subject again, subject she, and we use could because of what? Because that is in past tense. That is why I said use could not speak. She was so weak that she could not speak. Okay. And all right. Then there is another structure for us, that is so that, in order, there, or that. That means for that purpose. All right. When we that is, I told it earlier that we go to hospital for what? To get treatment. What is our purpose? Is to get treatment. So that, in order, that, or that, we use to means purpose. Okay, you see, we eat that we may get energy. All right, that was the first sentence. And there is another one, that he saved some money so that he could buy some books. What? He saved, that is in past tense. He saved some money What is the target? So that he could buy some books. So once again, if it is in past tense, the first part, you have to use could. Or if it is in present tense, you have to use can or may. Oh. There is another structure. The police sent the convict to the jail in order that he might not escape punishment. Try to understand. The police sent the convict to the jail in order that our target is for what? That so that the criminal might not escape punishment. All right. Next, there is another important structure for you, that provided, providing, or provided that, or in case. It means what? It means if, that is conditional type. All right, that is if. So I will agree to go providing my expenses are paid. I will go agree to. I means what? I will go. I will agree to go if my expenses are paid. That is, it means provided, providing, or provided. In case, it means what? In case means if we shall start our journey, provided that it does not rain. I mean, it depends on condition. We will start our journey when? If there is no rain. Okay? Okay. Another one that is very tough and important rule also. No sooner had than, no sooner than, scarcely when, hardly when, and the next clause should be past indefinite. We use this structure in this case when two things is going to happen at the same time. For example, hardly had we reached the college when the examination began. I mean, as soon as you reached the college and the examination started. No sooner had I reached at the station than the train left. Try to think about it. As soon as you just entered into the station and the train left. So we use this structure to mean two things occurs at the same times. All right. Next, as if or as though. We used it as if or as though, like this. He speaks as if he were a leader. Try to understand. He speaks as if he were a leader. He pretends as if he knew everything. Dear students, as though, as if, it works as as conjunction. And if the present part, if the first part is present indefinite, the next clause should be past indefinite. Okay, have a look. Knew everything. Or if we use to be verb, you have to put where. And if it is in past indefinite, then you have to convert the latter one, that is past perfect. That means he pretended as though he had known everything. Is it clear? He pretended as though he had known everything. Okay? So, that's another one. We use lest means for fear that. Lest. Try to understand. Lest means, for example, we study or we wear clothes for what? And we study for what? Our target is to pass, not to fail. So we use lest. And what is the structure? If you find lest, and then you have to put should, and then base form of the verb. Have a look. Read diligently, lest you should fail in the exam. Okay, so you study attentively, lest you should fail. Okay. He worked fast, lest he should or might miss the classes. He worked fast so that he might not miss the classes. So, because of lest, we use, then there will be subject and you have to use should or might. Okay, all right. Next, though, although, since, because, or as. We use this, have a look. Though he is rich, he is honest. We use this basically though or although to put opposite things in the same sentence. For example, he is poor, he is honest. There are two conflicting things. And for that we use though or although. And since, as or because, that is reason. Since he was ill, have a look. Since he was ill, all right, he could not go to classes. And once again, that is in past tense and we have to use could. So, as he was ill, we can say, as he was ill, he could not go to classes. All right, so that is all for today. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay home.